Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 3rd going to the 9th of April. So I am going to dive straight into it and see what's going on for you guys. All right, for Scorpio, please, Spirit. The initial F could be significant. We have soulmates. I mean, is this a love interest? All right, for Scorpio for this week. Interesting. Just had a thought I will share with you. I'm just going to pull a few more tarot cards and then we'll speak about it. All right, current energy, please, for the week for Scorpios. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of a worries. It could be to do with money or an earth sign or a water sign. There's a lot of signs going through actually with that. Let's carry on with this. So we have soulmates. I'm going to show you the cards because your reading seems to be not as straightforward as the other water signs this week. You have peace. These are incredible, by the way. And then you have this all that glitters card coming through, which does say this is unmasking. So maybe in a relationship, you're really kind of with somebody. Soulmates could be friendship, family, it could be anyone who has very significant value in your life, and vice versa. You could be discovering something that brings peace to a dynamic, that brings forgiveness to a situation, because you're getting to the root of the issue. So that is a very good positive energy. Of course, we have a lot of sparkling things in this card too. This does say not all that glitters is gold. Not everything is as it seems on the surface. There is something deeper going on, which can bring up a little bit of, this could either be one way or another. So I want to kind of dive in a little bit more and just say, if you are reconnecting with someone of the past who did leave you in a very difficult position financially and emotionally, this person could be trying to come back here to win your heart space and bring peace. And it does seem very good on the surface, but all that glitters is just saying be aware of this energy. Make sure you learn from the past is super important. But that's only for people who have been really hurt by somebody, okay? For those of you who are already currently in relationships and going through a little bit of a difficult time, I do believe a decision is needed to be made between the two of you, because the both of you seem a little bit left in the dark. Maybe you aren't quite talking, or at least talking the way that you used to. There is this abandoned energy. The both of you are hurt. It kind of feels like there's a bit of reflection here. But the Two of Swords comes in as a bit of a decision needs to be made. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it's about working on something and putting the effort in and learning something here. So there is an energy with those who are in relationships, or really have someone in mind that this could be worked on. We're going from the Five of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, peace can be restored if we work together, but it should not be just one person working on it, okay? That's one thing I want to say. So we have to make a decision. Either you do all the work or this person decides to. And if they don't, then your decision needs to be not to put the work in, is to maybe leave something. Okay. So it's a little bit of a tricky one, a bit complex. I feel like maybe Scorpios are kind of going through similar but different things. You might have to make different decisions from other fellow Scorpios. Okay. So you need to use your intuition. That is what the Two of Swords is about. The answers are in front of you is what they're saying. So you need to look at the facts and listen to your intuition as well. As you can see, she has the Two Swords. There are two truths, two beginnings to this. Well, two outcomes to this. Sorry, but really sharp energy, which is what the swords are about. It's sharp truth. It's a reality check. But we have to listen to our gut, really listen to ourselves, not listen to the people around you or any promises that you're being given. Okay, make sure you're listening to your gut instinct, because all this energy you can put into a relationship can be put into yourself. Okay, either way, you are coming away from this Five of Pentacles energy, this lack, this loss, this grief, this abandonment energy, this feeling in a very difficult stage, feeling a lack of help, a lack of support, is going to change to this Eight of Pentacles. But we need to be very clear about how we're going to do this and if this is going to work long term. So money is going to be increasing for you. I'm going to step away from love for a second and do a separate section for it, just so we can put in a little bit of life advice rather than just relationship advice, because I understand not everyone is going through, relationships. But this Eight of Pentacles is coming through as a choice. Let's clarify the Two of Swords outside of love, please. All right, well, it's to do with somebody here. I was trying to move away from it, but hey, just realized that the Eight of Cups wasn't even part of the deck. That's strange. This did also come up like this, by the way. So the Two of Swords is a decision. We have 2 2s here, and that number could be significant, but it is about partnership. Okay. For a lot of you, if you are single, then there could be a blockage in new connections because of some abandonment that you feel from your past. Okay, there is like when the Five of Pentacles comes in, it's a little bit of a hole here in your heart space, maybe because you have been through very difficult times in terms of your relationships with people. There is a bit of a feeling abandoned, feeling hurt, feeling at a loss. All right, a little bit of heartache is still there. The Two of Cups coming through, this could be blocking you from new connections, as maybe you're looking for something in other people that you didn't have before, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it does mean that you can give that to yourself. And maybe, you're searching in the wrong places for certain relationships, certain friendships, certain connections with people. You could be overextending yourself, and this is why you're in this state. Or maybe having high expectations of something, and then it ends up being something else under the surface. If that is your history of relationships, then it does feel like there is a certain wound from maybe sometimes this comes up in childhood wounds, maybe this comes up in terms of just heartache collectively over time. But it does pertain to relationships. Could be a reason why you're feeling at a loss and at a lack in other areas of your life too. So this Two of Swords comes in as a decision. Can I ask though what this decision is then? The King of Swords coming through. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be though. I think this is asking for a very clear decision, because it's the Two of Swords to the King of Swords, right? So this is stepping into your power. This is, being very logical when it comes down to your relationships, towards the people that you let into your life, okay? But also seeing something from a very clear understanding, from a logical point of view. I think emotionally, there have been things that have very much hurt you. And I think when you emotionally get involved with people too soon, then maybe you do start to give people the benefit of the doubt when really they're just playing you. So I kind of feel like they're asking you to make a decision on coming at relationships in a very logical manner, first of all, which I think might be what you're already doing. You have to make a choice in a very logical way to do with your relationships with people. This may mean having a conversation with somebody, if that's, someone, again, that you're in a relationship with. For those who are in a relationship, or again, there is someone in your mind that you're having a bit of struggles with. It feels like the two of you need to direct that love towards each other. The direction is super important. You are a team, if you want to be. If you're playing it that way, you are a team. So the both of you might not be directing that love that you have for each other towards each other. So maybe that's the conversation that's needed. You're both feeling left out in the cold, but there's a lot of love here, and that's what's blocking the situation. But it needs to be taken action upon, okay? That's only for a few of you though, okay? All right. Anything else for Scorpios away from this message, please? The Eight of Pentacles, just clarify that. There we go. We have the happily ever after, by the way. So working on something is going to be really important. Maybe for some of you, this new perspective of love, this new energy that you're putting into your relationships, whether you're single or not, is the thing that's granting you this happily ever after that comes up with the the Ten of Cups, and I'm doing that because nothing is ever perfect, of course, but this is an emotional balance. This is happiness amongst a group of you and a group of people, having better relationships with people around you, okay? This is that end goal, the rainbow after, the storm. It's just the way that we deal with things and handle things can change, and maybe this is a change in a conversation that needs to happen in a relationship. You have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups now on the bottom of the deck. So yes, we might need to have an open conversation with somebody, and this is going to stabilize the foundation. So yeah, like lots of good things coming through for your relationship. For some of you, you could be like, I'm seeing maybe pregnancy coming through, but for some of you, I'm feeling like you call it like a rainbow baby. Like for some of you who struggle with fertility, I maybe you guys are doing like IVF, I'm not quite sure of any of these things, but I do see with Temperance that it feels like in time something is going to work out, so don't give up here. Okay, I do see for some of you, maybe not within this week, or maybe it's already happened. I feel like your patience is going to pay off, specifically on building a family for some of you. Okay, very specific message here. Okay, I want to do more for you guys. All right. Anything else coming through, please, for Scorpio for this week? Anything for Scorpio? That really came out and was spinning around. Temperance, patience. All right, making sure we're in tune and in touch with our emotions, as this lovely angel is doing. This is also a card, by the way, saying that you are being guided and looked after at this time by, spirits around you here, by your guardian angels or spirit guides here, people in spirit, okay? As you see, the crown is there for you down the road, but there's no need to rush, okay? You are completely worthy right here, right now, without things looking perfect. If it's in terms of finances or your career, we do the King of Pentacles, or if it's your love life, again, this is like whatever it is long term that you are desiring, you are gonna have that. But don't rush into anything. Sometimes when we're trying to fill in that goal, like hole, we're trying to fill that hole in, and I'm not meaning in a sexual way, although Scorpios, I'm sure some of you thought about it. This can mean that instead of filling that up with other people, learn how to fill that up within yourself. Whatever it is that you're feeling in the heart space, this is something that we can give to ourselves in the present, work on ourselves, improve ourselves, challenge ourselves in very positive ways, so that we don't feel only complete when we have this person in our life, or when we have the materialistic numbers around us to prove. It's about understanding that you are who you are right now. You are perfect as you are. Imperfectly perfect, I think, is a better way of saying it, because nothing is ever perfect. You will never be perfect. Some people, when they reach their goals, it's still miserable. Why is that? Because we attach ourselves to the goal, and only here can I be happy. I think you're really learning how to be happy in the present, even when things aren't completely perfect or the way you want it to be. You understand it is there waiting for you. It is. But it's waiting for you to be balanced and whole within yourself first. And she is mixing all the elements together. There's a bit of everything in this card. Okay? But it's specifically to do with this King of Pentacles, all right, which is a financially, stability-wise, investment-wise, and maybe in terms of a husband, wife, whatever it may be. It's like a very long-term, stable thing. So marriage, whatever. Okay? Now, anything else for Scorpio? The Death card. Well, here we are, Scorpio. This is a big change for you. Yeah, and this is kind of like very similar to the Temperance. Don't rush anything, because we do the Four of Wands here. So this is wish fulfillment, celebration, engagement. This is that end goal for you guys. It's 11/11, so it is a wish fulfillment coming through for you guys. The Death card and the Two of Pentacles coming through is feeling like this is something that does require you to come outside your comfort zone. This is something that requires you to do something you are not completely fully aware of. The Two of Pentacles is like kind of being in the present and dealing with it in the present, kind of learning along the way. As you can see, juggling, adapting, changing. The Death card coming through, it does feel like you are being called to enter this new beginning, this new way of being. But this Temperance and the Two of Pentacles are both asking for a balance. And a Temperance is also a really good energy of everything is okay. You have time to balance these things, even if the world around you is looking like you don't, okay? So the Death card is complete change and transformation of yourself. The way you deal with relationships, specifically people around you, how you deal with this lack mindset, these fears, these worries, which are valid because you have been through this. This is subconscious stuff, but this is why the Death card is so huge, is because you're transforming and changing your subconscious mind into believing that everything is okay. And if you struggle with like anxieties or worries and doubts and like inconsistencies is a word coming to mind, if you are quite inconsistent with things, or if you are always questioning things, that's also changing. Like you're becoming more stable, more determined with the Chariot, more goal orientated, more ambitious. You're ready. I think you have the goal in mind, or at least you are going to have that in mind. If you are unsure right now because you're still just trying to figure it out, you are moving into that Chariot energy. All right, and it's back again. As you can see, the stars around his head represent, his dreams and goals, and that's something that he's, going towards. Some of you could do very well with like a vision board, manifestation board, because I feel like the more that you see something that's what you're wanting to work towards, is more motivating for you to do the work towards it, even if it's financially, etc., etc. I'm going to get you some random messages from the Tea Leaf Tarot as well. As I was saying, yeah. Beautiful. My goodness, what a lovely like sequence of cards. So the first one was what I was saying. We have the dagger here, which is fear, worries, tense situations. That is coming through that Two of Pentacles of like kind of being outside your comfort zone and doubting things and juggling and being worried. You have the Candle, which is very similar to the Temperance, saying you'll be shown the way. It's that guidance, that spiritual support. And then we have Ear, which is good news. So it may seem scary at first. These fears, worries, tense situations are worrying. They are triggering something within you. But the Candle is coming through saying you are being guided towards this good news. Good news is coming in for you, Scorpio. Let's get one more. There's something significant about the month of July coming through. Some reason you could be going on a holiday in July, or something's coming up in July, or you could be dealing with a Cancer. Is Cancer right? Or a Leo? Oh, my ear is going here. Okay, so this could be similar to the ear. This could just be good news coming up in July. Okay, you are being shown the way until then. Seems far away, March, April, May, June, July. But in the next 4 months, you're going to be receiving a lot of good news and guidance, okay? Let's pull you an animal spirit card. We have the horse spirit, which is beautiful, and we do have a few more, but they are currently like this, so I don't know if I'm going to pick them up or not yet. But we have horse spirit, which is double threes, which is about aligning yourself. Goes to a number 6, which for me is a number of learning valid lessons, and it is also about soulmates. You have freedom is yours. Freedom is yours. We have, interesting, we have vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. All right, so remembering that there's always something we can take from a situation. And we have coyote. Anyways, this is saying trust in divine detours. Things may not look the way that you thought they would look at this point in your life, or maybe it seems like you're going off track a little bit, but it's not. That the divine detour is very similar again to that Temperance energy of sometimes we have to go off track to get back on it again with more motivation, with more emotion, and in a more balanced way. All right, you have the freedom to stop and rest and wait. Alrighty, well anyways, I love you guys. I wish you all the best, Scorpio. I'm sending you my love, and I hope you have an incredible week.